Hey everyone, this is Joe again from High Deserts Aquatic Genius. What we're looking at today is we're here in Apple Valley looking at a fish pond that I came to. About three other guys that were saying they were pond guys had come and taken this thing apart, looking for leaks and all kinds of crazy things. And when I showed up, there was no rocks, gravel, there's concrete underneath. The liner had been taken out. A lot of things didn't make sense, but there's a lot of guys trying to figure things out. If you have a leak on your waterfall, I always go to, or if you have a leak in your pond, I always go to the waterfall. That's just, you know, you start checking streams out. The stream was in pretty bad condition here. Everything was dry actually because it was all ripped apart with other guys trying to find leaks, but I always go to the waterfall. So what we had to do is we had to put the pond completely back together. What we had to do is had to get one of our rubber liners, 45 mil rubber liner, reconnect it to the skimmer faceplate. That's an Easy Pro skimmer that's over there. Somebody had previously installed in the past. And then what we did is we put in the rock and the gravel. Got that done, and we had to verify a bunch of, you know, different things just to kind of make sure that we're ready to do a test. Well, now that we're ready to do the test, we noticed that we had dropped almost 2 inches overnight. Okay, well, then I come over to the waterfall. First thing that we notice is here on this waterfall, on this biofall right here, if you look at the angle of it, it's higher on the backside than over here. So this biofall was set down too low. They should actually be the opposite direction. You know, when we put a level on these things, we usually have the bubble to where it's on the back side of the level. That way we have that pitch forward. So this was kind of burbling over. I did a few things up to the waterfall faceplate up here. Took this top plate off because when you have a stone up here, it dams the water, it raises the water level, and that was less than 1/4 of an inch of clearance. So it was bubbling over, losing a lot of water there. We did another test, lost a lot more water after we had taken the stone off to do the test. Well, when we did that, what that ended up doing is showing us that the water, because the floor is coming off the stone clean and missing all the rocks that were here, and then we were having basically, you know, water passing over the leak. Well, we took apart things here, and I already did a temporary patch on them just to get things going so we could do our tests. And what we have here is mouse holes. If you're looking at your waterfall and you're looking for a leak, a lot of the times, if you look down inside, you'll see, you know, little mouse holes. They'll chew little holes. Squirrels are really famous for it, especially since the drought. Here in California, a lot of people turn their water down, so the gophers were going for the liner and for the water. So there's a lot of holes were made. There was also another hole that was made right here. So what I did is I put a couple temporary patches on it to do a run. We've run it now for 2 nights, and it really hasn't lost less than 1/4 of an inch. There's a lot of shade that we're under right here, so we're not losing much to evaporation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this faceplate apart. We're going to put a new rubber liner coming down the face, and then we're going to stack it back up with the boulders, and we're going to do another test overnight just to make sure that what we had done isn't leaking. And then after that, this pond will be certified and sealed. If you have any questions, aquaticgenius.net. If you're having leaks and problems, that's one thing I recommend is start at your waterfall.